Hello and welcome to the Daily Move for Saturday the 13th of May 2023. In today's Millwall news, we have this from southernnews.co.uk. Zian Flemming talks through first season at Millwall after impressive introduction to football. The Dutchman was quick to adapt to life in the Championship and has been recognised by many as one of the best midfielders in the league. Zian Flemming is delighted with how he has adapted to life in English football after scoring 15 goals in his maiden Championship campaign. The Dutchman arrived for a club record fee from Eredivisie side Fortuna Sittard last summer, quickly becoming one of the standout players in the division. Across 43 games, he scored 15 goals and provided 3 assists, making it his best output in front of goal in the season in his professional career so far. While the Lions missed out on his main aim of securing a top 6 finish, he revealed that he achieved his personal goal, becoming a key member of the first team squad, combining with striker Tom Bradshaw, who scored more than half the club's goals this season. This is especially impressive considering that Flemming had to adapt to a totally new life away from the Netherlands, with the 24-year-old stressing that he had been made to feel welcome in his first year in Southampton. Well, I'm really happy and a bit proud of how I managed to adjust myself to the step forward, Flemming told News at 10 before the last game of the season against Blackburn Rovers. I jumped into a fairly specific league where the demands and the intensity on your body is so high. I'm quite happy with how quickly the adjustment was and how I became a key player for Millwall. That was my personal goal. It hasn't been easy. Maybe I was a bit frustrated at the start because of my injury. But when I came back, I found that everything went really well. I just needed that first goal against Blackpool, and I felt very comfortable. From there, it's been really good. Everyone at the club has helped me, and I like to think that I've helped them too. It wasn't easy playing away from the Netherlands for the first time, but they made it better. I feel like I improved as both a player, both on the pitch and mentally. I was always a confident player at Sittard, but maybe doing it in the Championship is different. It really makes me excited to be here because the overall feeling of the club is so good. Now, of course, remember that as they say there, this was interview was conducted before the Blackburn game. Before the Blackburn game. So, how you feeling now, buddy? How you feeling now? Moving on to this from newsshopper.co.uk. 3 additions Millwall must make to reach the playoffs next year. And here we go. And they do what a lot of people do, which is they round up the last game. Like, we all know what happened. We don't need to be reminded of that. Despite the loss, there are a lot of positives the Lions can take from this season. The duo of Zian Flemming and Tom Bradshaw combined 32 goals this season, the second most goals scored by 2 players from the same team, behind Chuba Akpom and Cameron Archer for Middlesbrough. This is Mill's highest finish in the league since 2020, and joint highest finish since their promotion to the league. With the right preparations, the Lions could be among the playoff positions next year. So what do the Lions need to finally finish in the playoffs and give themselves a shot at promotion? Another goal scorer. Another one? Mill consistently finished the season with around 50 goals scored. Even when they finished 21st in the 2018-19 season, so when we got relegated, is it relegated? No, just above relegation. The Lions scored 48 goals. When they finished 10 places higher 2 years on, they scored 1 less. This year, Millwall didn't struggle for goals as they equalled the best tally they've accumulated since the return to the league in 2017. The problem for Millwall was that over 50% of their goals were scored by Flemming and Bradshaw. There is a huge reliance on the strike partnership to perform for the Lions, and if they don't perform or even get injured, there isn't enough goals in the rest of the squad to be able to cover for that loss. Out of the 36 teams that have finished in the top 6 of the Championship since Millwall's promotion to the competition, only 2 of those teams have finished with 57 goals or less. One of those teams was Luton Town this season, and the other being Swansea City 3 years ago. Mill will need another goal scorer, whether that's a winger who can turn the partnership of Bradshaw, Flemming into a trio, or an attack-minded midfielder who can provide goals from deep. Currently, Mill's top scorer behind Flemming and Bradshaw is Watmore with 8 goals, and 2 of those came on the final day. Well, Watmore is a permanent signing, is he? He's not a loan player. So if he gets a full season behind him, why not? Maybe it can be him. If he chips in with 10 to 12, that might be the difference, no? But yeah, we do need more goals. Like they say here, like you're trying to do something that can't be done. Really, it's only been done twice by scoring less than 57 goals. It's literally not feasible historically in terms of the teams that get into the Championship playoffs. It was done once 3 years ago, and it was done once this year. So you say, well, it can be done, but it's more likely if you score more goals. A creator, yeah, don't we all want a creator? At the end of the season, Mill's highest assister was Andreas Bolstam with 5. But in the Championship, there were 32 players above him. 32. From those teams that finished in the playoffs, they all have at least one player with 6 assists or more, with Sunderland having 3 players with more assists than the Lions' top assister. In fact, Mill's entire squad achieved 30 assists between them this year, whereas Jack Clark, Patrick Roberts and Alex Pritchard of Sunderland combined for 24 on their own, just 6 less than Mill's entire squad. And it isn't, well, exactly in terms of, well, that goes with the goals, because we don't score a lot of goals, so we're not going to have a lot of assists. Comme ci, comme ça, you know what I mean? And it isn't for the sake of missed chances. According to FOTMob.com, Mill only created 48 big chances this season, which ranks them 18th of the 24 teams in the competition. Similarly, Mill ranked 9th in the league for big chances missed. And although they want to be lower down the table in that figure, it isn't the reason they missed out on the playoffs. The Lions would really benefit from a natural creative next season, and then they may finally break the 60 goal mark on the way to finishing in the playoff places. Exactly, yes. A midfielder. For a team that's pushing for the playoff places, the Lions average the 6th lowest possession in the entire league, according to FOTMob.com. That's what we do. That stat ranks them lower than Wigan, who were relegated. The stats show that the Lions could really benefit from a ball-playing midfielder who can help the team keep the ball and break the lines in midfield to provide for the attackers. Perhaps this could be in the form of a holding midfielder similar to the styles of Rodri or Jorginho in the Premier League, or it could be in the form of a box-to-box midfielder or a midfielder with a greater focus on attacking to help the side create the ball. A player similar to the calibre of Charlie Patino could be attainable for Millwall, with the youngster leaving Blackpool after his loan spell with the club ended and rumoured to be leaving Arsenal in the hunt for first team football. Either way, the Lions average just over 238 passes per game, which is lower than 17 other teams in the league. 5 of the top 6 teams all finished with more passes per match than Millwall. The stats showed that Lions could really benefit from a midfielder who excels when playing with the ball, and it could help to keep the pressure on opponents. Mill finished the season with the most accurate crosses per match in the league with 5.8. And we feel that they can help the Lions cycle possession to help them inflate that figure even higher to increase the supply with Bradshaw and Flemming. Indeed. I think a lot of us are thinking that player could be Romain Esse. He's good on the ball, keeping the ball, shielding the ball from the opponents. But I would say, how about if we get a player that can actually tackle and get the ball back? Would that not be? Then if we don't have to play tippy tappy football, we don't have to keep the ball, pass it around. If you've got a guy that can just out of nowhere just steal the ball from the opposition, either with a hard tackle or just sticking a leg in or something, doing something, just running in and having a keen eye and nicking the ball off the opponents, then that would kind of achieve the same thing, would it not? Because it would regain possession for Millwall rather than just keeping possession, which a lot of people don't like, just keeping possession. And we have a comment, and we're going to read the comment. We have a comment from Jack Forbes. And Jack Forbes says, it is easy to point out the Lions need to buy some better players in order to obtain promotion. But every club is desperate to sign those one or two special players at the cost spiral. You speak of the number of assists provided by Sunderland players, but would that tally have been so impressive if they not obtained on loan a multi-million-pound wide right player from Manchester United? The chairman at Millwall, he's talking about Diallo. The chairman at Millwall has provided funds that have kept us in the second tier, and we should recognise that there is a limit to which he can go. We run junior squads that appear to be successful, and these players need to step up and be the future. Indeed, more on that in the next story. At best, we attract a crowd of 15,000 home fans. I doubt the revenue will pay the wages of the present squad, which is only a part of the overall operating costs. I've been watching the Lions for 78 years. 78 years. And I go to the Den to hopefully see them pushing up and trying to win matches, not playing crab football, moving the ball from side to side and finally back to the goalkeeper. You can tell that promotion for me is not the be-all and end-all. All I ask is that the team play some entertaining football to make my 4-hour round trip worthwhile. Oh, Jack Forbes there. He's got a point, isn't he? Fair play. Yeah. Yes, certainly, Jack. You've summed it up pretty well there. We don't want crab football. We want attacking football. So if we can't, like I said, if we can't keep possession, then we gotta get the ball back quickly and do some tackling. Get a Terry Hurlock style player and get that ball back, and then launch counter attacks. But yeah, that's so you can have a lot of these opinion pieces coming out, of course, season review, opinion pieces, and whatnot for the next probably week or two, until then they start looking ahead to the next season, and we start getting stuff about next season. Is it something the 20th of July? Is it the fixtures are out there or thereabouts? 20th of June. The next fixtures are out. We've got friendlies. We're still figuring out who is going to be joining us in the league, and here we go. Another team has joined us in next season's championship. That is Southampton. So this is from wikipedia.org. It's the page for the 23-24 EFL Championship season. And as you can see, the new teams in the league: Plymouth Argyle, Ipswich Town, and Southampton. Those are the ones that are confirmed in joining us. And what that does is, if you look at the map, you can see we've got two more southern teams, and I would say Plymouth Argyle western team. Really, they're not really southern; they're western. So another western team and another two southern teams: Ipswich Town and Southampton. So there you go. That's they're going to be better for the team to travel, for the fans. Smaller journeys. Hopefully that can translate into wins. But you never know. Now, if we scroll down and go, so far we've got 18 teams confirmed. So we're one of them. So 17 of our opponents: Birmingham City, Blackburn Rovers, Bristol City, Cardiff City, Huddersfield Town, Hull City, Ipswich Town, Norwich City, Plymouth Argyle, Preston North End, Queens Park Rangers, Rotherham United, Southampton, Stoke City, Swansea City, Watford and West Brom. And we are waiting for 6 more teams. 2 more to be relegated from the Premier League. One of them to win from the EFL League One playoffs. And it's looking like Peterborough are going to be one of the finalists because they smashed Sheffield Wednesday 4-0. So poor old Lee Gregory up there. Looks like he won't be coming to this championship anytime soon. And I think the other teams are Barnsley and Bolton, who drew 1-1. So could be getting Bolton back in this league. Really? Oh yeah. And of course, the other 3 places to be decided are the 3 losing teams from this year's playoffs. So there you go. That's what we know so far, and I'll keep you informed of when new teams are added to this list. Now, talking of Mill's excellent youth setup, which Jack Forbes mentioned a couple of stories ago. The under-18s had their semi-final today. They had to go to Barnsley. They were second in their league, and Barnsley won their league. They lost to a last-minute goal in injury time. Absolutely gutting for them. They lost 1-0. And if we go to Barnsley FC Academy's Twitter, you can actually see the goal here. I think it was filmed. They've got this footage from the CCTV camera. You can see it's zoomed out as far as you can get. Apparently that's a goal being scored there. So they come down our left-hand side, chip it in, and their geezer heads it in, and that's in the 91st minute. How's your luck? With 2 Millwall players running over to the referee. I don't know what's happened there. Did he handball it? I don't know. I can't see. Look how far away we are. But yeah, great footage there. And Barnsley FC were live tweeting this game, so Mill had a couple of decent chances. Apparently, nearly scored. So there's some pictures as well. Yeah, you can see they're 1-0 in the 91st minute. Absolutely gutting. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? You can see down here, there's more pictures and live tweeting. They don't actually give the Millwall team, but weirdly, for this game they played a trialist in the team. So, oh dear. But yeah, they lost 1-0. Sad. But they did well. They did well over the season to even get in that position. So, yeah, that's how it goes. And on Monday, reminder Monday, if we actually go back and show you here, the under 21s are playing 2 o'clock kickoff at the Den. Millwall under 21s who won their league, so they get the home advantage. So hopefully that will count. And they're playing Hull City, so come along for that one Monday afternoon. And support the under 21s, and hopefully they'll win that game. On that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.